I tell you that Malachi's basketball season's coming up, so they have open gym starting today. But we've been going to Marietta College just to get some scrimmaging done. So we've been going like every day. We keep playing with these 2 Chinese kids who are there. Real nice. But I'm like real hard on Malachi when we play, and they look at me, like they always nod at me, and like what was it the other day? What's his name? Lo. He comes up to me and goes, I like you. You know, you're a hard man. You know, my dad, he hard on me. Asian men, we create strong children. That's what he told me. I said, hell yeah. but like, because I was like, our first conversation, we were just talking about basketball. He did this move, which up until like 2 years ago was widely considered a travel. But the NBA, they want to make more money, so they're changing the rules to allow all these things to create these cool opportunities to score more. And this kid did that. I said, "Get that shit out of here, kid." You know what I mean? He's like, "Oh no, and he was like, "It's legal now." And I forgot because they're in China, Houston Rockets, because of Yao Ming. You guys remember Yao Ming?
Yeah, the really tall Asian guy.
Yeah.
How'd I forget that guy?
The one.
He's imprinted in my mind.
Yeah.
The one that you confused for the guy who plays Chewbacca.
No.
Oh my God, I never forgot about that.
Ned Lenny says, "I thought he was Mexican."
Well, no, he's not, and he would hate that too. Fucking sweet. Anyways,
No, I think she's talking about Shane.
but I'm, if anything, I'm Spanish. But anyways, so I was asking him like, well, so what do you think of what do you like about the NBA? And he gave me this look like, am I, because of all the stuff that's going on with China and the NBA, and he was like, I love NBA, and I love China. I went, oh. Me too. I didn't know what to say. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Yeah, I said, yeah, me too.
He was testing you, Shane.
Well, he thought like I was, because obviously some are, some are aligned with the People's Republic and some don't. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, if he's over here, he might have like a rich, influential family who's part of the government. So he might.
You don't want him to build a wall between you and that.
Well, I'm saying I don't want to offend anybody. I don't care, right? You know what I'm saying? I just want to play some basketball and have a good time.
Yeah.
But Malachi was like, Dad, is it racist to ask if they like anime? And I'm like, because normally it wouldn't be.
Just ask anybody that.
But like, because they were Asian, I'm like, no, because you think that because they look Japanese, but they're Chinese, and they might get offended. So don't ask. He's like,
what?
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, they might get offended.
I mean, I think it might start that way when you're.
Okay, hey, you guys like anime, right?
Well, if you're targeting only a type, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what it was.
It's like you and Smash Brothers. Like you have a specific type that you think they all play Smash.
But like most black people.
Like,
yeah, they play Smash. Yeah.
Like that's but if you just are asking like, hey, do you like anime? You're just asking some kids on the playground or like kids you meet or
like, hey, you want to Smash? Like I can't, I gotta ask it.
You have to say play Smash Brothers, not want to smash.
Wow.
Dude, if they play, they know. If they don't, then that's when I get in trouble. But they were calling out plays in Mandarin. God, they were like saying shit. I was like, damn it. So I was trying to figure it out.
Like, I don't know what they're saying. I can't trick them.
Well, I got them, like, they did like a backdoor play. So I got that eventually. But yeah, Malachi, he's real bad. Like, and they're going hard on him too, like blocking him, like, yeah, they're screaming. So I had to go real hard on them, and I'm like out of shape, but it was pretty good.
What they yell?
I don't know. I can't.
Something like Malguai.
I don't know what they're yelling.
Malguai!
You know what I mean? But they were cool dudes, so I got their phone numbers, and we might play later on too. So, but they asked me what I do, and I was like, oh, I'm a YouTuber. And they're like, YouTube, what's that? I'm like, oh man! And I showed them. I just showed them what we do.
They're from China, Shane.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't know if they get much YouTube in China.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what the rules are over there, but I know things are censored and limited.
Yeah, I know things are censored. I don't know to what extent, but yeah, they thought what we did was pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much my highlight of the week. Playing basketball with some Chinese kids.
All right.
Well, okay. I just love how they know, like they might not know a lot about America, but they know so much about the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because fans of the NBA over there are huge.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've been hearing a lot more about China more and more now lately with like their 70th anniversary stuff and the Hong Kong Blizzard thing now. I found out what that was about, and I was like, geez, that's so silly.
Yeah.
You guys see there's a government, like, senators sent Blizzard like a letter saying that they didn't approve of what they did. Like, there's nothing they could do because they have the freedom of speech of it, but they're like, we
disapprove.
We don't like it, pretty much. We hope you change your minds. Obviously, some employees didn't agree either, kind of thing. And I was like, that seems just weird.
I heard they gave a portion of the prize money back and lessened his suspension or something like that. That was news from like a week and a half ago. I'm not sure.
5 bipartisan members of the United States Congress ask Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick to reconsider the company's punishment of Blitzchung for speaking out in support of the protests. United States Senator Ron Wyden, Marco Rubio,
Yeah, Rubio. That's what it
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Mike Gallagher, and Tom Malinowski are the ones.
But yeah, so like those senators like sending that, I was like, man, that seems like senators sending a letter to game companies is something that usually
normally
it's usually not news thing I hear unless they're like, hey, you guys are too bad, you gotta get rid of video games.
Too violent.
That's like
that kind of
in
thing.
Mother Russia, send it to send you letter.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was just interesting. There's some other stuff I was hearing about, like with their children law that they had like years ago, where they only got one child.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's been changed to 2 children, but like all the things they did and whatnot over that course of time may come back to like really hurt their economy and stuff here in a few more years, because like their generations are gonna be dwindling down in size.
Yeah, we'll see, because like they have like, right now they're huge. Like they definitely.
But I mean, they did that because they were overpopulating. You know,
Yeah.
They had too much. They did like one child, but then people who wanted a male instead of a female, that way they could keep their lineage going. You know, their last name or whatever. Like they would either, you know, they would be forced to get abortions for second children, or they'd birth children into nothing. Like they didn't get a birth certificate. They had no name. They were nothing. And like those people now are, you know, our ages and stuff, and they can't get jobs. They can't go to school
Because they don't exist.
they're
Because
not
on
a
paper
person.
they don't exist.
Yeah, they're not a person and stuff. And I was like, geez, man, that's crazy. And like a lot of this stuff, as it continues to go, like now you can have 2 children, but like there's some couples that don't want to have any kids, and the couples that do want to have more kids aren't able to have more kids. So as it continues to going, like if someone has 4 grandparents and then 2 parents, it's up to them to continue that on. So you're going from 4 people down to 1 over 2 generations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you continue that going, and like half the problem now is that the ratio of men to women is just so crazy. Like there's villages full of only men with no women there.
Yeah, I've read that, and that's also like the high power businessman over there. Like the men who get to that point, like it's super competitive. Like we see in populations where there's much more men than women, we see like these huge bursts and like growth and all these things, because you know men are, you know, they're competing with each other, you know, for women, and when they do that, they happen to build great things. You know what I mean? And so it's that's interesting when you see the studies.
Yeah. So like there's businesses there that are like Hitch, that are made just to make men more attractive, to try to, you know, attract the females, because there's less of them. Because you got to seem like the best one out of the sea of men out there. And then now there's also
social pressure so high. Like, you know, there's like suicide rate with teenagers who don't perform up to expectations very high. You know what I mean? Kids get bad grades, they're ashamed, and it's pretty it sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's cool because like most of them are actually on average like ahead of Americans, but like the downside is there's so much pressure.
Yeah. And then there's also other businesses that are trying to take care of these men's needs with creations.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how
You mean like the
Progress.
sex robots?
like
and,
very realistic looking
Yeah.
like sex robots that they make and sell so that they're not lonely.
Yeah, it's just weird how culture will influence technology like that. Like they
Yeah.
have a limitation on those kind of things, so like we see that spark up and that and become like this thing. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Tetsuo, sex dolls, baby. Pepsi Cat, creation.
I just
What wording I wanted to use.
I
with
just
that, but, like,
remember what
there was a person on Instagram or Twitter that was like, "Look at these, sign me up, baby."
They look like this. Sign me up.
Yeah,
I mean,
remember
I saw. I
that.
was like, "Whoa, damn, that's okay." I see
They're
it.
very
But they're
realistic
like,
looking.
Yeah.
they're like $10,000.
Yeah.
For like the one I saw. Someone told me, I didn't look it up.
But no, like a lot of workforce people that they have are going to be, they're going to be getting old where they can't work anymore, and they're going to be having less people to fill those roles. So depending on how their economy can handle that and how much of a population loss they have for labor loss, it may hurt China a lot here in like another generation or so.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like possibly in our lifetime, as grandparents, are dying, and as parents are becoming grandparents and they can't work anymore, we'll have to see what happens and what they do.
Yeah, it's interesting.